Hey everyone, it's Kelsey at Grand Prix Hyundai with a walk-around video for you. We're going to be doing a very in-depth walk-around on this 2014 GMC Sierra 1500 SLE. This is going to be focused on all the wear and tear and body damage on the vehicle, as opposed to features and what the vehicle has. So first things first, we're going to look under the hood here. The washer fluid cap is missing, causing, debris and whatnot to get into the reservoir. But this is the hood up with the vehicle running. Battery terminal here. So on the hood, so there is a hood deflector up here. There's some scratches on the hood, some scuffing. Nothing too major. A couple scratches here that looked like they might have been touched up with a paint pen or attempted. A little bit of separation between the plastic on the grille here. As far as damage on the bumper goes, there's not a ton that I'm seeing. There is rock guarding around all the fenders and along the bottom of the entire vehicle. A little bit of scuffs. The rock guard is separating a bit right here on the passenger side front door. You can see some paint chipping on the back of the mirror on the passenger side. All right, this is a pretty significant spot here. A lot of like the paint and protective coating and everything has come off, leaving this exposed rust patch. You can see how thick it is here, so how far down it's actually gotten. Rust spot around the door handle. It looks like some bubbling around this side. Scuff right here. Oh, that came off. A couple other chips and dings. All right, coming to the box here. So again, a couple more dings and whatnot. Separation happening here with some rust as well. There is some rust on the corner of the tailgate, some scuffing and scratching. A little bit of a rust spot up here with paint chipped. Crack in the plastic of the bumper, as well as a dent right here. I did forget to mention this last time, but there is a dent there with the plastic separated from the bumper. A little bit more rust, some rust spots. Bit of a rust spot up here. And you can see some rust kind of starting to form along the bottom over here. Crack in the tail light. Another rust spot here. There's a couple dings. Some scratching. Sorry, I totally meant to rinse this off, but I forgot. There's a bit of scuffing right here. Rust spot on the gas cap and on the inside here. down here. There's a little bit of rust showing through there. lock on this back door does not work either. I just want to point that out. A little bit of separation and rust happening on the rock right here. Paint chipping and rust starting there, and then you also have the rust around the door handle with the paint chipping, a little rust spot here. The back of this mirror on the driver's side is not nearly as bad as the other side with the paint chipping and the rock chips. We're gonna go over the windshield in the truck. It is cracked. It does need replacing. I just have to double check. I'm not sure if the washer fluid reservoir is just empty or if the nozzles aren't working. I have to talk to my service department about that, but that is something I have noted. Unlock this and go to the other side so we can look at the back seat. The 4 windows are tinted, as you can see. All right, so this is the back seat. This is the door on the passenger side. Good condition there. All other floor mats. There's an aftermarket subsystem in here. It's a little bit loose, it says, but it still works. So this is your back seat. This is the front passenger side. Again, the inside is in better condition than the outside is. Of course, there's some wear going on the seats. It is a 2014, so it's 11 years old now. This is the passenger seat, the roof. Here you can see some rock chips, those 3 rock chips in the windshield, a pretty significant one there, and then this crack goes almost all the way across. Okay. All right, this is the driver's side. Driver's seat. No stain, no rips or tears or anything like that. This is the driver's side door. All of the controls. Pop in so we can get a better look. And like I meant, or again, on the instrument cluster here, the plastic is broken. There's a hole there, a crack underneath. And then over on this side, there's some more cracking going on. But yeah, the crack goes almost all the way across, stops right there. The key does have an aftermarket fob for remote start. It doesn't work. We are unsure if it's the battery, if it's a fob in general. So that's on the inspection as well. But other than that, the interior is in really decent shape for an 11-year-old vehicle. This is your center console that lifts up for the bench seat, as well as the inside of the console. All right, if there's any questions or anything that I might have missed on the vehicle, please let us know. We'd be more than happy to take some pictures, send another video, whatnot. Thanks so much for watching.